Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello everyone, welcome to second PUC Statistics online classes. In the previous class we had discussed about some important problems of second application of t-test. In this class we are going to discuss about important problems of third application of t-test, that is to test difference between the means of two populations using two samples. This is also known as dependent observation or dependent sample or paired observation. Let's see the first problem, that is IQ of 5 students before and after training is given below. Here students are, there are 5 students are there, then before training observations are like this and after training observations are like this. Then test whether the training improves the IQ of students. Take alpha is equal to 0.01. See, here there are two set of observations are there. This one set of observation is before training and another set of observation is after training. See, we know that observations are denoted by X. So here two set of observations are there. That is why I will write the first set of observation is X1 and another set of observation is X2. Then X1 observations are 120, 118, then 136 and 121. Then X2 observations are 110, 123, 120 and 132 and 125. See, here X1 observations are 110, yes. Here X1 observations are 120, 125, 118, 136 and 121. Here X2 observations are 110, 123, 120, 132 and 125. Okay. Now see the question. Okay, next let's move to test procedure. What is the first step? Step 1 is we have to write null hypothesis. We have to setting up of null hypothesis. Then step 2 is alternative hypothesis. Now see the question. Here given observations are like this. See, test whether the training improves IQ of students. See, training improves IQs of students in the sense what? That is greater than science. Improves in the sense what? That is more than science. But see here before IQ of students before training, that population, mean of population I will write mu1. Then see after IQ of students after training, I will write that set of mean of population, I will call it as mu2. And see the sentence here, whether test whether training improves the IQ of the students, in the sense what? After training students IQ improved. So after training students IQ improved in the sense what? Here mu2 represents after training population. So I will write like this. See, don't confuse. See here the sentence is improves. Improves in the sense always more than. But here the given observations are like this, before training and after training. So we have to compare with the mean of populations like this. I hope you understood. Here mu2 greater than mu2 in the sense what? This after training students IQ improved. After training students IQ improved. So the sign should be like this. Don't confuse. He improves always like this. But here we have to write like this only, because here after training students IQ improved. I hope you understood. Next, let's see. So here the sign is like this in the sense what? This given observation is alternative hypothesis. So here H1 is, yeah, the training improves improves the IQ of students. That is mu1 less than mu2. See if it is less than in the sense what, that is left tail test. And mu h naught is always equal to, that we can write mu1 is equal to mu2. When it is equal, the training does not improve the IQ of student, then we can say mu1 is equal to mu2. So here h naught is the training does not improve the IQ of students. So now we can say mu1 is equal to mu2. Okay, next step 3 is test procedure. Sorry, test statistic. So this is t test. So t test is equal to, see, this is paired observation. In this case, the formula is d bar is equal to sd divided by square root of n minus 1. See here d bar in the sense that is mean of difference. So how mean, d bar is mean of difference, then what is d? D is difference. So here there are two set of observations are given. So how to find difference of that observation? That is d is equal to x1 minus x2. So x1 minus x2. Then what is the formula to calculate d bar? That is summation d divided by small letter n. Then what is the formula to calculate SD? SD is nothing but sample standard deviation. So sample standard deviation formula is square root of, here I will going to write d, because here d in the x here given d observation. So summation d divided by n, here summation d whole square divided by n minus summation d divided by n whole square. So first I will find d for this one, that is difference. Yeah. That is, here x1 observations are like this, that is 120, 125, 118, 136 and 121. The next two observations are like this, that is 1110, yeah, 110, 123, 120, then 132 and 125. So here x1 and x2 observations are like this. Next I will find difference, that is x1 minus x2. So here x1 observation is 120, 120 minus 110 is 10. Then 125 minus 123 is 2. Then 118, that is 118 minus 120, that is minus 2. Here 136 minus 132 is 4. And here 121 minus 125 is minus 4. Then sum of D is 10. So 10 plus 2 is 12, 12 minus 2 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14 and 14 minus 4 is 10. So here sum of D is 10. So now I will substitute this value here in this formula. Here sum of D is 10 and divided by, here n is there. See here n observation is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here n is 5. So 10 divided by 5 is 2. So 10 divided by 5 is 2 here. And next what we need? So here D bar is over. Next, to calculate standard deviation we need D square. What is D square? That I will substitute here. D square in the sense what? 10 square is 100. Then 2 square is 4. 2 minus 2 square is 4. 4 square is 16. And minus 4 square is 16. Then sum of D square is, that is 20, 20, 40 plus 100, 140. So here we got sum of D square. Now I will substitute all these values under this formula. That is, this is equal to, so here sum of D square is 140 divided by small letter n is, here small letter n is, see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number of observations are 5. So here small letter 4 is 5. So 140 divided by 5 minus sum of D is 10. 10 divided by 5 whole square. Then square root of this answer. This is equal to 140 divided by 5, that is 28, minus 10 divided by 5 is 2, 2 whole square is 4. So 28 minus 4 is 24, 24 whole square is, square root of 24 is 4.899. So here SD value is 4.8999. Okay, now here test statistic is, that is T is equal to D bar divided by SD divided by square root of n minus 1, which follows T with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. Now here D bar value is 2 and 2 divided by SD value is 4.899, then divided by n minus 1. So here n, square root of n minus 1. So here n is 5 minus 1. Okay, this is equal to, see here 2 divided by 4, here see here this is 5 minus 1 in the sense what, that is 4. Square root of 4 is 2. So 4.899 divided by 2, that is 2.449. Okay, this is equal to 2 divided by 2.449 is 0.816. So here calculated value is 0.816. See next, this is step 3. Next step 4 is, here alpha is, what is alpha here? So here alpha is 0.01. So 0.01 in the sense what, that is 1%. And degrees of freedom, that is n minus 1. So here n is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. And here test is left tail test. Left tail test in the sense what, that is one tail test. Therefore critical value, that is minus k, is equal to, this is one tail test, and here degrees of freedom is 4, and here level of significance is 1%. Therefore k value is minus 3.75. And see here this is left tail test in the sense what, one tail test, no. So if it is left tail test, here rejection region located at left tail of the probability curve. So this is rejection region and this is acceptance region. So here the value is minus 3.75, and see here calculated value is 0.816. So that value comes here. This is calculated value, that is 0.816. Therefore see here calculated value lies in acceptance region, therefore H not accepted. Here calculated value is lies in acceptance region, therefore H not accepted. And one more condition is there, that is, this is left tail test in the sense what the condition is like this, minus k greater than or equal to calculated value. See here, minus k value is minus 3.75 and calculated value is 0.816. Therefore, the sign is like this because here 0.816 is greater than minus 3.75. So, see here condition is satisfied. If condition is satisfied, we can say here H naught accepted. If H naught accepted, then conclusion is the training does not improve the IQ of student. The training does not improve IQ of students. That we can say mu1 is equal to mu2. Okay. Next, move to problem number 2, that is the following data represents the blood pressure of five persons before and after performing dhyana. Here given persons are like this, A, B, C, D, E, and blood pressure before dhyana observations are like this and blood pressure after dhyana observations are like this. And here the question is, can we conclude at 5% level of significance the dhyana reduces blood pressure? See here, reduces in the sense what? Reduces indicates less than sign. So, reduces indicates less than sign. But see the question here, BP before dhyana. That set of population, that mean population I will write mu1, and BP before, this is BP before dhyana observation, that mean population I will write mu1. Then here one more set of observation is there, that is BP after dhyana. So, that blood pressure after dhyana observation, that mean population I will write like this, that is mu2. And see here what we are going to check, see the dhyana reduces blood pressure. So, it in the sense what? After dhyana is blood pressure reduces. So the sign, see here M2 represents blood pressure after dhyana. Therefore, the sign is like this. Less than in the sense was after dhyana blood pressure reduced. So, sign should be like this. And see this in the sense what? Greater than in the sense what? That is alternative type. So, here the given observation is alternative type. So, here step 1 is H naught and step 2 is H1. So, here H1 observation is the dhyana reduces blood pressure. That is mu1 greater than mu2. So, mu1 greater than mu2 in the sense that is right tail test. And see H naught is what? H naught, as we know, H naught is always equal to term, the equal to in the sense that is mu1 is equal to mu2. So, when it is equal, see dhyana does not reduces blood pressure, then we can say mu1 is equal to mu2. So, here H naught is dhyana does not reduces blood pressure. That is mu1 is equal to mu2. Next step 3 is test statistics. So, test statistic that I will write here. That is T is equal to D bar divided by SD divided by square root of n minus 1, which follows T with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So, here based on our formula we need to find D in the sense that is difference between two set of observations. So, here two set of observations are x1 and x2. So, how to find out difference? That is x1 minus x2. Then next we need to find the mean of this difference. So that formula is summation d divided by n. Next we need to find standard deviation. So that formula is sum of summation d square divided by n minus summation d divided by n whole square. So here given observation that I will write here. Here a given observation, that is x1 observation is 90, 90, 100, 88 and 99. See 90, 90, 100, 88 and 99. The next two observations are 88, 90, 95, 90 and 96. So next we need to find difference, that is x1 minus x2. So here x1 observation is 90, x2 observation is 88. So 90 minus 88 is 2 plus 2. Then 90 minus 90, that is 0. 100 minus 5, that is 5. Then 88 minus 90, that is minus 2. Then 99 minus 96, that is 3. So here sum of d is, so for 2 plus 5, that is 7, 7 minus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. So sum of d observation is 8. Okay, next we need to find SD. So here is sum d bar is over. So here sum of d is 8. Then n is, see here n in the sense what, that is number of observations. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here 5 observations is given. That's why we will write n is equal to 5. Here 5 observations are given. Therefore n is 5. So next we need to find standard deviation. See the formula, that is summation square root of summation d square divided by n minus summation d divided by n whole square. See we already found sum of d. Next we need to find, next we are going to find a sum of d square. So next column is d square. See here the first value 2. 2 square is 4, 0 square is 0, 5 square is 25, then minus 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. This is, next we need to find sum of d square. So sum of d square is 4 plus 25 plus 4 plus 9. So sum of d square observation is 42. That is 4 plus 25 plus 4 plus 9. So sum of d square is 42. Next now I will substitute this observation under this formula, that is square root of sum of d square, that is 42 divided by here n is 5 minus sum of d, that is 8 divided by 5 whole square. This is equal to, see 42 divided by 5 is 8.4 minus 8 divided by 2, that is 4. I'm sorry. See first I will calculate this d bar. Okay, d bar formula is sum of d divided by n. So here sum of d is 8. Then what is n? N is 5. Then 8 divided by 5 is 1.6. See here sum d bar is a 1.6. Then standard deviation, that is 42 square root of 42 divided by 5 minus 8 divided by 5 whole square. Then here square root of 42 divided by 5 is 8.4. Then here 8 by 5 is 1.6. Then 1.6 whole square is 2.56. Next 8.4 minus 2.56 is 5.84. Then square root of that answer, that is 2.416. That is 2.416. So I will substitute this observation under this formula. This is equal to, what is d bar? D bar is 1.6 divided by sum of d is 2.416 divided by square root of n minus 1. So here n is 5 minus 1. This is equal to 1.6 divided by, see here this one 5 minus 1 in the sense what, that is 4. then square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 4 is 2. So that 2.416 divided by 2 is 1.208. So this is equal to 1.6 divided by 1.208 is 1.324. See, this is calculated answer. Here calculated value is 1.324. Next, step 4. This is step 2. Next, step 4 is using alpha and based on alternative hypothesis we can find critical value. So here alpha in the sense what, that is level of significance is given, that is 5%. So here alpha is equal to 5% and degrees of freedom, that is n minus 1. Here n is 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. And see, this is right tail test. A right tail test in the sense what, that is one tail test. And here alpha is 5% and here the degrees of freedom is 4. Therefore critical value is 2.13. So here test is one tail test or right tail test, and therefore critical values are K is equal to 2 point, critical value is okay because it is right tail test, critical value is 2.13. And we know that right tail in the sense here the rejection region located at right tail of the probability curve. So this is rejection region, here the value is K is equal to 2.13 and see here calculated value 1.324 that comes here. So this is calculated value, that is 1.324. See here calculated value lies in acceptance region, therefore H not accepted. Here calculated value is lies in acceptance region, therefore H not accepted. And we have the condition for right tail test, that is minus, this is right tail test note, so that the condition is like this, that is calculated value less than or equal to K. See here calculated value is 1.324 and critical value is 2.13. See here 2.13 is greater than 1.324, therefore the sign is like this. So here condition is satisfied. If condition is satisfied, we can say H not accepted. If H not accepted, then the conclusion is dhyana does not reduces blood pressure. Therefore the conclusion is does not reduces blood pressure. Or we can say mu1 is equal to mu2. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.